It's time to tie up your hair, pet your familiar, and make some tea because today we are going to be making Link's Salmon Meuniere from Breath of the Wild. Now you may remember this as the dish that a few little birdies asked for Link's assistance to make, but it's also a real-life dish known for its buttery flavor and ability to increase your maximum amount of hearts. Now since Link is a bachelor who doesn't know how to cook very well, we are going to be changing this recipe slightly to make it better. Firstly, Link uses hearty salmon steak in this recipe, but we are going to be using salmon fillet since it cooks much more evenly. Second, we will be pan-searing the salmon rather than just throwing it into a wok with all of the ingredients. Finally, instead of giving this away to the birds, we will be eating it ourselves, as I wouldn't recommend potion making on an empty stomach. Speaking of ingredients, we're going to go ahead and gather everything we're going to need for the pan sauce and for the salmon fillet. For the sauce, we are going to need 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, fresh squeezed if you can procure them, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, and 1 tablespoon of minced flat leaf parsley from the garden. And we are going to be using a higher quality butter since that will make the final dish taste much better, and it's also unsalted so that we can control how much salt we will end up using. Since we don't want Link to upstage us, we'll also grab a nice leaf for garnish. You're also going to need flour for dredging. My salmon ended up being too big for an individual portion, so I ended up slicing it into 3 different portions, one of which was definitely smaller, so I ended up not using that in the final product. While you're cooking, there's a few things you can do to make sure that you maintain a clean working station and also make sure that you're cooking as efficiently as possible. Make sure you keep a damp rag next to your station, that way you can wipe off your knife of any, for example, minced parsley that would be on it. Next, keep a bench scraper by your station so you can always clear it off while you're working. Also make sure to keep a bowl for any scraps, such as these parsley ends. If you zest with the zester up like I am here, you can catch your lemon zest and also ensure that you're getting the maximum amount of zest from your lemons. Now that we have all those tips and tricks down, it's time to start cooking. First, we're going to heat up a pan and add in about a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil, then generously season the skin and flesh sides of the salmon with salt and pepper. Next, prepare your dredging dish with your Tabantha wheat flour and coat the salmon with it, shaking off the excess. Place the salmon skin side down in the pan and always add in things away from you so you don't splash yourself with that hot cauldron oil. You're going to make sure it gets a nice sear, then flip it over and cook it until a tester inserted yields little resistance. For me, this ended up being about 5 minutes. While it may be tempting, please don't overcook your fish or I will have to hex you. When it's cooked, place that in a warm area of your kitchen, likely by your fire, and start on the sauce. For this sauce, we are melting together that butter, then we're putting in that lemon zest and that lemon juice. Notice I'm swirling it here, and that helps emulsify the sauce and keep it all together. I'm also showing you here what is called nappe, and essentially you should be able to run your finger through it and leave a trail. Afterwards, we're going to just add in the minced parsley. Then we're seasoning to taste, and I did add a little bit more salt in as it was undersalted. When you season things to taste, they shouldn't taste salty, but they should taste more like the ingredients that you added in. Pour it over top and you've just made Link's Salmon Meuniere, which you can give to the girls in Recital Village or simply eat. Since this is familiar friendly, I recommend giving it to them to try, but we are going to be eating the majority of this since it's too good to pass up. Honestly, with recipes like this that have very few ingredients, you need to really rely on your witchy kitchen skills to make it good. So if yours isn't as good as mine, make sure to like and subscribe to see more and sharpen your skills in the kitchen. Thanks for watching.